Though many spend their lives trying to make it onto the silver screen, not all actors put in years of dedication and hard work. For some, all that was needed was a little bit of luck. Today we will be counting down 6 actors who made it by chance. Number 6. With hit movies going on to gross well over $2 billion in the US alone, Mel Gibson hadn't seriously considered a career in film until stumbling into the opportunity. At the time of his discovery, Gibson was content with performing in stage productions. When asked, Gibson agreed to give a friend a ride to an audition for a movie, but not before getting into a drunken brawl at a bar the night before. When Gibson took his friend to the audition, the director caught sight of him and decided that he already looked the part of a man living in a dystopian future. He asked Gibson to return in 3 weeks and audition, because as he put it, the film needed freaks. When Gibson did return, fully healed and handsome, the director asked him to read for the only character who didn't look like a freak. Upon his reading, Gibson landed the lead role in Mad Max, the franchise that would gain him global recognition. Number 5. While attending USC on a football scholarship with no intention of ever acting, John Wayne suffered an injury while, of all things, body surfing. Unable to play ball, Wayne lost his scholarship and had to drop out of USC. After dropping out, he got a job working for the props department at Fox Studios, often being pulled from his duties to play extras. Due to his build, he was often cast as a background football player. He was also given other parts, such as a corpse in 1931's The Deceiver. While working for Fox Studios, Wayne befriended legendary director John Ford. After pulling some strings, Ford got Wayne his first leading role, and later cast Wayne in Stagecoach, the movie that gave life to the character that would become known as the Duke, the character that would make John Wayne a legend. Number 4. Most known for his role as Captain Jack Sparrow, early on Johnny Depp had no intentions of becoming an actor. After receiving a guitar from his mother at an early age, Depp dreamed of becoming a rock star, dropping out of school at age 15 to focus on his music. Depp performed in various garage bands with little success. With his hopes for a music career fading, Depp married a makeup artist who introduced him to Nicolas Cage, who told him to try acting, a suggestion he turned down at the time. After he divorced his wife and with no direction, Depp decided to accompany a friend to a movie audition. At the audition, Depp was spotted by Wes Craven, who asked him to read for the part of Glenn Lance, the protagonist's boyfriend from the film A Nightmare on Elm Street. After nailing the audition and getting the part, and many more to follow, Depp went on to become the iconic movie actor you see today. Number 3. Action superstar, as known from films such as Crank and The Mechanic, Jason Statham never even considered acting. Before he was an action hero, Statham was on Britain's national diving squad, ranking 12th in the 1992 World Championships and looking for a spot in the Olympics. In an effort to support himself financially, Statham sold counterfeit jewelry and perfume on street corners in London. After being spotted by a talent agent while working out at a London sports center, Statham was offered a job and began working as a model for the French Connection, where he met Guy Ritchie, who needed someone who looked like a street-hardened con artist for a movie called Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. After landing the role, that's all it took, and the roles just kept coming. Statham went on to star in over 40 films since then, becoming an action icon. Number 2. Long before he played Bandit in Smokey and the Bandit, acting had probably never even crossed Burt Reynolds' mind. He instead was focused on a football career. After graduating from high school, Reynolds had scholarship offers from many Division I schools, later even being drafted by the Baltimore Colts. But after suffering a serious injury, his dream of a football career ended. He then considered becoming a police officer and began taking classes at a junior college on the side. During one of his classes, Reynolds was asked by his professor to read Shakespeare aloud. Impressed with his reading, his professor convinced him to join a play. His first performance was Outward Bound, winning him a scholarship to Hyde Park Playhouse in New York. From there, the opportunities just kept coming. After finding an agent and joining a touring play, Reynolds befriended Joanne Woodward. He eventually transitioned from theater to film, where he went on to star in over 175 movies and TV shows, with even more to come. Number 1. Back in the mid to late 80s, Steven Seagal, with no plans for acting, was teaching Aikido classes. His mastery of the art caught the attention of then-student Michael Ovitz, an agent for the Creative Artists Agency in California. Ovitz then took Seagal with him to Warner Studios, where Seagal says they gave him a pile of scripts saying, "Pick one and we will do it with you." After looking through the scripts, Seagal chose one titled Above the Law, also receiving a producer credit as a bonus. The movie was a hit, launching Seagal into stardom. Since then, Seagal has gone on to star in more than 50 films, with some currently in post-production and more undoubtedly to come. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. See you next time.